Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name is Cody Bills, this is Brock Shimano. Today is March 8th. We had a WASDE report released at 11 o'clock Central Time during the trade day this morning. And let's turn right over to Firetip Trading Platform, see where we closed off the day. Corn for May delivery trading up 12 1/4. Soybeans trading down 3/4 of a cent. Wheat in Chicago trading up 3/4 of a cent. And Kansas City wheat trading off 1/4. Brock, it is kind of interesting. We really had very small changes here in soybeans and wheat. Corn, however, did manage to put on some gains here. Maybe you could break down the WASDE report. Why was it that corn was able to gain 12 cents on this report?
Sure, Cody. Let's just jump right into the balance sheet revisions that we did see today. As you can see by this table here, we did see most revisions in the corn market. Imports were increased by about 25 million bushels. Exports were decreased once again by 75 million bushels. And counteracting that, though, was feed and residual moving up by another 100 million bushels. So net change on ending stocks was left unchanged for the ending stocks. Market was kind of anticipating about 11 million bushel increase. So I think that's what really gave the bulls a little bit of buying power here today, pushed us back up towards that $7 level. You know, for wheat, we did see exports get decreased by about 25 million bushels. All that got added on to ending stocks for about 25 million bushel increase. And as you can see on the last column here, absolutely nothing happened for soybeans today as far as the balance sheet was concerned.
Yeah, and it seemed like those the imports, it seemed that there's some competitiveness out of the European Union that's going to be kind of shifting the balance sheet for wheat. But it is interesting when you look at corn. You know, we were able to put on some gains here, and it was mostly because the market anticipated a more bearish report than was actually delivered here this morning. Do you think that this report is a game changer? Can we continue to rally over $7, or do you think that maybe this will last only a couple days and then we'll start fading back down to the lower side of the range?
You know, Cody, even in today's action, we did see us bump against $7 a couple times before we actually finished above it at the end of the day. We had a pretty nice rally right into the close. You know, long term, I don't think we're going to be able to stay above $7. You know, over the next couple of days, we might rally or consolidate around that $7 area for the next couple sessions or so. But I think long term, we've found in the past that once we get over $7, that's kind of an area where demand really gets destroyed, especially in the export market. So I think that's something we're definitely going to have to watch as we move throughout the rest of the marketing year.
Yeah, that sounds fair enough. You know, another question I guess I have for you is wheat. You know, wheat, we had a relatively, what looked to be a bearish number here. We had an increase in ending stocks, and yet we weren't really selling off. Why was it that wheat was able to hang in there today, and do you anticipate this continuing to happen?
You know, I think the sellers in the wheat market are really exhausted at this point. We've been selling off for several months in a row now. We did try to find a bottom here this week. I think we did find that bottom. You know, I think we're just going to end up drifting a little bit higher. We're probably finding a good area of support right around this $7 area. So even though we did see exports revised lower, we have seen better exports of late. Even this week, we saw pretty good export sales come out on Thursday.
Yeah, you know, another thing that might have helped wheat out is really you look at the price here, and we're actually cheaper than corn right now. And the fact that corn had some legs under it, I think that made it a little bit more difficult for the wheat bears to really grab hold of this thing and drag it lower. As for corn or soybeans, I really think that you know, we did have an unchanged ending stocks, and I think that going forward here, there's a good chance that we're going to be facing a more bearish price scenario. I'm not saying that we're going to be dropping precipitously. I'm saying that I think that we're going to be definitely facing the pressures from that increased harvest in Brazil. The fact that they're bringing a record crop out of Brazil, and they're bringing it onto the global market. Yes, there have been delays getting it onto the global market. Yes, that has improved some of our sales domestically, but I think that we're going to continue to feel the pressure here as South America continues to ramp up their exports, and I think that's going to really put pressure on this soybean complex, and we're going to most likely continue this trend of lower highs and lower lows. Other than that, Brock, you know, I think that pretty much wraps up the Friday weekly wrap up. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, give us a call at 877-472-4607. You can visit us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. Other than that, have a great weekend. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you on Monday.